What's up YouTube? Welcome to our city drive impressions of one of the most successful sub 4 meter offering from Hyundai India, the Hyundai Venue. Today we are driving the most selling powertrain combo for this sub 4 meter crossover, which is the bulletproof 1.2 liter naturally aspirated petrol mated to a 5-speed manual gearbox. Initial impressions of the Venue are quite positive with light controls and a good visibility all around. The seating is not high enough that you might expect from a traditional SUV, but it is commanding enough to have a decent view around the edges of the car. The glass area is pretty big too, aiding to the visibility front and back. Coming back to the basic controls, the clutch feel is light with a decent enough travel. Modulating it in city traffic conditions is going to be a breezy affair. The best bit about this powertrain, however, has to be the creamy smooth 1.2 liter engine. It lets you amble around in higher gears, low RPMs without any signs of struggle and pulls cleanly from there whenever you want to move on. Should you find the need to extract more from this engine, a quick downshift is enough to put you in the power band, enabling those quick overtakes. And you won't mind doing that since rowing through the gears with this 5-speed manual is a joy. The well-defined gates with the slick shifting action makes changing gears that much effortless. Now coming back to the engine, don't expect any explosive performance just like its 1 liter turbo counterpart. Even the power figures are set at a very modest 82 horses and 114.7 Newton meters of torque. This 4-cylinder MPI motor is tuned more for an effortless drive with a linear power delivery rather than a kick in the pants feel every time you step on the gas. Just like every other Hyundai naturally aspirated motor, peak torque is delivered quite high in the rev range at around 4000 RPMs, which means you need to build up the revs for a brisk acceleration. But this is where the engine shines. Even in the higher RPMs, there are no signs of hesitation. Instead, the engine keeps climbing through the revs quite smoothly till 6,500 RPM before the limiter cuts the power delivery. But while doing so, the only thing to keep an eye on is the fuel economy, which can drop down to 10 to 11 kilometers per liter if you like to be on the edge of the things every time. However, if driven sanely, you may expect figures between 12 to 13 kilometers per liter in the cities and close to 14 to 15 kilometers per liter on the highways. Now, the most overlooked bit of any vehicle is its braking system. This SX model comes short with a set of 280mm discs at the front and drums at the rear. The braking is decent enough for city duties and the car maintains its composure in sudden or panic braking situations at city speeds. Even the steering rack offers you a typical Hyundai commuter class experience. It is light enough to twirl at city speeds and gradually weighs up when the speeds rise. Now, this is no performance-oriented vehicle by any stretch of your imagination, so don't expect cutting-edge feel and feedback from this unit. Even the chassis and suspension leans towards providing more of a soft experience rather than having to dart around in every direction you point the steering at. Having said that, the overall experience that this 3.9 meter long crossover offers is quite balanced and neutral. So, with everything that we have talked about, who exactly should be considering the Hyundai Venue? Now, most of the car buyers venturing in this segment have their own predefined set of needs that they would want their choice of vehicle to fulfill it for them. Which is why we see people from every income group shopping in this segment trying to pick the best alternative. And when it comes to options, thanks to our taxation laws, this sub 4 meter segment has been overpopulated with almost every other manufacturer trying to get a piece of this pie. Hence, selecting the most suitable option from the slot can be quite confusing. This is where the Venue comes in. With its light controls, decent enough specs, well ergonomically laid out cabin spacious enough for 4 adults, along with a potent 4-cylinder engine, makes it one of the easiest recommendations of the lot. This car makes a perfect sense for anyone looking to buy their first car or someone looking for a secondary vehicle in their garage. And considering this to be a price sensitive segment, owning a Venue is fairly cost effective too. Even maintaining one is a hassle-free experience thanks to Hyundai's widespread dealership and service network across India. On top of that, with the extensive list of engine and gearbox options, there might just be a Venue for everyone. Now, will the Venue be your pick of the lot, or would you rather recommend any other option? Do let us know in the comments. So, this was it from our end. In case you like the content, please hit the like button and share it with like-minded enthusiasts. A sub to the channel would be awesome. We'll see you around in the next video. Till then, keep motoring while staying tuned to Aspirated Lines.